guys. You got it. Whoa, what the heck? Freaking idiots. Well, I guess it's not their fault. I guess it's the weather's fault. I just hope that nobody else gets into an accident. Oops, I gotta put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And I think that's it. Alright guys, so what we're gonna do right now is I gotta take the guitar to my luthier, then I gotta come all the way back this way and go to the nursery. Then I gotta go back to the way I'm at right now. And then I gotta start my DoorDash probably. Hey, Lampy, what's up? Sorry I left you guys hanging for a bit. I got way behind schedule. And then, just got behind schedule. And plus, it was raining earlier. Hey, Tina. It was raining earlier, so you guys are in for a little extended drive today. I hope that's not a problem. Yeah, because Mike just posted in Discord and said, still waiting. And then I answered, I said, starting in a couple of minutes. I was like, don't get your panties in a bundle, folks. Went in to see my therapist this morning. Explained to her what all happened this Saturday. And then I sat there for about another 45 minutes alone. Because she listened to what I had to say, and then she decided to open the window and jump out of it. Didn't see her again. No, just kidding. Oh boy. Buddy boy. There you go. No doubt about it, Lampy's twin's gonna get that on AI. Little buddy. That's a good boy. So those of you who are able to watch today, I thank you ever so much. I appreciate you. And that's gonna do it for today, guys. See ya. No, I can't do that to you. I want to thank everybody, by the way, who stayed for the entire live stream last night. We had a great time, guys. An absolute great time. 5 hours of a live last night. So, I'm pretty happy about it. So I got a DoorDash from 7 until 9. And then I gotta come back. I gotta go and pick up Bree. Then I gotta go pick up Dave from work. And then finally go home. I haven't decided what I want to eat tonight. I'm kind of leaning towards a bucket of KFC fried chicken. Oops. What didn't help, that idiot in front of me didn't go until the very last second. You know, I will say this. I sincerely hope that John and I can mend the fences by Saturday, because Saturday is the Lieutenant Dan band at the Villages. And I still need to get a hold of Adam the Woo's dad, because he and his family wanted to come and see the show. Only problem is, since they'd be coming all the way from St. Cloud, and Dave, Tina, James, and John would be coming from the Orlando, Claremont area, you guys need to know that it's going to get jam-packed. Parking is going to be a bitch. So you guys are going to want to get there pretty darn early. So, yeah. I hope I can make it to my Luthier in time. Supposed to get there at 5. So I started uploading some AI shorts on my channel. There's one of me doing some kung fu moves. And then there's 2 of them with my Esco, or not my Escos, but the catalog of the Esco statues, them doing some movements and stuff. So if you guys haven't already, go check them out. Yo, Hollywood. What's up, Mike? Rainy day here. Rainy day. Rainy day. Co-host and Tina. Lampy and Tina. Hey, Gary. Thanks for joining. This weather's really got me quiet today. I don't know why. Yo ho ho! And a bottle of rum. Ho ho ho! Happy New Year. How was my therapy appointment today? Well, I went in, I told her everything that happened for 15 minutes. Then she suddenly put down her iPad, it wasn't really a coat or anything, it was just like her dress sweater. Put her dress sweater on, and she jumped out the window. And I didn't see her for the rest of the session, which was about 45 minutes. And I said I was just kidding about that. No, she listened to everything. I confided in a couple people on Discord in the community, not name dropping, but talked to some people, you know, told them what had happened and stuff, and they gave me their input. So I'm very tired. I'm very content with what advice I was being given from both my therapist and from my friends in the community. Thank you for the like. Yeah, it did go well. Had to pull that one. Well, I don't know. My Reagan's kind of off today. I don't know why. think it's because I'm tired. That's good, Carrie. Yeah, you always want to try and find a good therapist. Everybody's probably still at work on the West Coast at least. Oh, shut up. Yeah, I should make it to my Luthier in time. Ah, damn sinuses. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, recently I've been trying to stay back from other traffic because these village idiots love to brake check people, especially the younger generation. They love to brake check, which is stupid. Well, that's good, Carrie. Ooh, did you guys see that bolt of lightning in the distance? Yeah, I had a therapist back in Hershey when I lived in Hershey or in Pennsylvania, and he was wonderful. I mean, he was an adolescent therapist, psychiatrist, but he was able to get me through high school, or I'm sorry, middle and high school. And he used to attend my IEP meetings because I was in learning support, and he used to attend my IEP meetings every year. And then when I turned 18, he was no longer my psychiatrist because he was only trained in adolescent therapy. So then I had to go see a new therapist, and I did not like that at all. I was seeing, and turns out my first therapist, his name was Dr. E.B. Coonley, James E.B. Coonley, and he's now a psychiatrist in Washington, D.C., and he's pastor of his local church. Yeah, hopefully, Carrie, because someone has to take the reins because I'm not going to be able to tonight. As I said last night, I'm door dashing tonight, so I can't take up the reins of live streaming tonight. So somebody's got to step in. Oh, nice. Sims or baseball? Nice. Hey, Bethany. How you doing? Oh my gosh. Stop yawning, Zach. Enjoying the chaos? That's cool. Oh, that would be cool, punk rock. Community Sims. Nice. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Nice. Yeah, I had a lot of friends and stuff who played Sims. I never got into it. Thank you, Carrie. Are you leaving? I know you try to pop in here and there. And last night I appreciate you staying for as long as you did. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Playing God. Nice. Okay, awesome. I do feel really bad last night that because Kate ordered a new set of headphones just so she could come into the panel, but she said that the plug, the connector plug, was wrong, which I can sort of understand because she was in a hurry to order them so she could be on last night. Today's stream is going to be right now we're going over to my guitar luthier. I have my empty shell and the box of hardware and stuff that he needs to put back together. I'm just gonna leave the stream running while I'm talking to him. Yeah, she said the connection won't, that's what I mean, the connection won't work for it. You know, I really wish I could live stream while door dashing. The only problem is every time I go in to pick up an order, I have to get out of YouTube, which is going to cause the stream to have to buffer and stuff because I won't be on YouTube. I mean, it'll reconnect then eventually, but also I need to use my maps on the phone. I'm trying to get my Osmo Pocket 3 to I'm trying to get my Osmo Pocket 3 camera, my vlogging camera, to trying to finagle it to get the proper connections over to YouTube so that I can just stream with my camera. Yeah, and I was surprised last night that I was able to, it was when I discovered because my laptop's new, so I haven't really actually had much time to learn the ropes of it yet. So I just pretty much, I unpacked it, I started it up, I set it up, and then I just went to StreamYard, and Fears helped me set up my StreamYard. And so I was able to actually do it that way. Well, actually, no, that's not what happened. When I got my iPad, Fears helped me set up StreamYard. And then when I got my laptop, I just started streaming through the laptop on StreamYard. So my laptop is mainly used for my streaming. Everything else is on my phone. All right, Jack, stop it. Oh, wow, 34, Carrie. It just dipped to 66 here. It was 82 earlier this morning, but now it's down to 66. Route 66. I can't wait to do that. It is now. It just got done raining not too long ago. Like, it was pouring down rain. As a matter of fact, when I took the thumbnail pic, the thumbnail pic for today, it actually had just got done with one downpour, and another one had begun shortly after. Yeah, it is. It's cloudy, but it is nice out here. Yeah, this weather's making me tired, I think. You know, part of me doesn't want a DoorDash tonight, but I need the money, so... Carrie, I just got your message on Discord now. I just looked at my my phone and I saw it. One thing I have to do before I leave on my venture is I have to get a new phone, because my phone's 3 years old. I have the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Hi, Kate. Welcome in. You're just in time to see me go to my guitar luthier. I got all my stuff, the guitar shell, the box of all the hardware and stuff. I'm gonna leave the stream running while I'm there, and I'll put the window down too, so you guys can maybe hear what I'm saying to him. Hopefully you can stick around for a bit, Kate. Ow. I popped my neck. I hope the Bigsby doesn't fall out of its box. How was your day, Kate? Madam Kate. God bless everyone. Kate, you gonna stick around for a bit? Or are you still at work? God bless this chat. Yes, ma'am. God does love us all. My best friend gave me the best advice. He said each day's a gift and not a given right. Leave no stones behind. If today was your last day, tomorrow was too late. Could you say goodbye to yesterday? So yeah, I've developed a really bad habit at bedtime. Every night when I go to bed, I shut off my lamp that's next to my bed, so all the lights are off in my room. I take my vape, I take a couple hits off of it, and usually I doze off while I'm hitting the vape. And I wake up the next morning and my vape is still in my hand. So I'm like, really, I really need to stop doing that. And if I wake up like in the middle of the night, I'll take a sip of water or Coke or whatever I have next to my bed. Then I'll take a couple hits off my vape and go back to sleep. I don't know. I am happy that I stopped smoking cigarettes though. Yeah, I hear you, Carrie. Thing is, I take medication in the evening too, and my clonidine makes me a little drowsy, but it really dries up my mouth too. That's one of the side effects of clonidine. It's a blood pressure medication. But I also have to take Benadryl because of my allergies at night, and then I take a melatonin too, as if Benadryl wasn't already a drowsy effect. Then I take 2 melatonins, but it does relax me. Like, it puts me into a deep sleep, and it really helps me feel refreshed in the morning. Yeah, I was on a muscle relaxer for a little, but then my doctor took me off of it. He did put me on trazodone for a sleeping aid, but when I took that, I got about 8 hours of sleep, but I would be running my errands during the day, and I would be a zombie. Like, I really don't even think I remember when I was even awake, because I would ask Liz all the time. I'd be like, what did I do today? What did we do today? What happened and stuff? And she was like, you really need to ask your doctor to take you off the trazodone, because it's really making you a zombie. But also, that was when I was on Valium too. Or no, I wasn't on Valium then. Sorry, I was on Valium at a different time. But when I was on Valium, I had a bad reaction to it because it made me nauseous and I'd be puking a lot. So my doctor took me off that. I was on Haldol for a little bit. I don't remember what exactly that's for. I forget what Haldol's for, but thank you for the 2 likes. I appreciate it. Yeah, you guys have seen me drive to Lake Sumter Landing before, and you've seen me walk around the square, or the town square and stuff. That's actually where Gary Sinise is going to be playing. Hey, I'm gonna make it in time. Originally, I was supposed to meet my luthier at 3 o'clock, but then Bree and I got a late start on her getting ready for me to take her over to her boyfriend's house and stuff. So that put us behind. So I postponed it until around 4 o'clock, and then we got pushed back again. So I had to contact my luthier and say, hey, I can only be there around 5. So he said that's fine. This is the guy I go to for all of my guitar work. And the best thing is, he's only about 5 minutes from where I live. right. Got 12 people watching. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for joining me. This is a beautiful development, by the way. Ah, I guess the gates are open today. I don't know why, but they're open. Eat out, out, eat out, 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 eat out. There's the clubhouse. That's where I gotta go. Alright. Is he here? He's not here yet, I don't think. Or there he is. I think he's in that blue truck. I don't know. I'll have to check. Yep, that's him. Alright, guys, I shall return. Hey, Mike, how's it going, brother? Yeah, this thing collected quite a... some major details to this kind of like what it was painted with some economic by the time they got on school, there was where the paint was stripped down, we had it here too. So we're just relative, just getting it good. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And just needs to be cleaned up. And the deck needs to be adjusted. So that's it. And how much am I going to look at this? Give me a discount. I want a customer discount. Awesome. Great for business for you again. Good seeing you. You have my number. Right? I have the Facebook. Yeah, we just got Facebook. Yes. All right, thanks. Bye. Appreciate it. See you later, brother. You too, man. All right. Now, I'm not ordered around by fears right now. Magnesium supplements. Yeah, I think Dave actually told me about those. Oh, yes, lots of palm trees. That's right, Mike. That's right, y'all. Catch up on the chat here. How am I being rude, Bethany? I do use melatonin. It's getting kind of chilly out here now. Shoot, I need to stop somewhere and get something to drink. I'm thirsty. That's right, Lantern. We all like palm trees. All right, let me out. All right, back the way we came into the nursery. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is a lot of potholes around here. So, well, some places. They're starting to work on them, but they're not doing a very good job just yet. I don't know if you guys could hear any of my conversation with my luthier, but he's, it's a Chinese copy of a Rickenbacker guitar, but he has a way that he can rewire the whole thing to sound more like a genuine Rick. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right, Bethany. Yeah, I'm really not looking forward to hurricane season. But yet, by hurricane season, I'll be out in the RV, so I don't have to worry about it very much. But I mean, the family and my parents and stuff. Mm-hmm. No, I can't really do those karate moves, Pixel. I wish I could, but I can't. We've been having quite a few watchers during the evening lives, so I think that's really cool. I mean, on James's birthday, we had, what was it, like peak amount, like what, 31 or 32 viewers, which was really, really cool. I think that was the most I've ever had during a live stream, period. Who keeps trying to call me? Oh. What the heck is going on here? May! Stop calling me, people! I'm back, guys. So I had Bree calling me, and then Tony buzzed in, which, by the way, Tony sends his greetings and salutations to everybody. Yo, Queers Man, yo! How's it going? I'm not doing bad today, just a little tired. Yeah, that Fears Guy vlogs or Fears Guy blogs, whatever it is. He put a little video up of the car stream, and he was narrating and saying how I broke the law and illegally, and Dave was trying to persuade him to call the police and stuff. I don't know if Dave really tried to persuade him, but incredible. That's right. I don't know. I mean, I do kind of enjoy the things that he did, like the little videos and stuff. And he did the Fears video game trailer, and I actually thought that was pretty amusing. I know that Fears is not fond of him. I know he's not happy about it, but I mean, some of them are actually decent videos. Incredible. Incredible. I don't know if you guys hear any of my phone call. Because I don't know if the live stream just goes offline for a minute or what it is. Thank you for the 4 likes, guys. Shout out to those watching. Thank you. As people like to say, my loving and loyal fans. Okay, just making sure, because it would suck, because my phone conversations with my kids, I don't think anybody wants to hear those. And here comes the rain again. Here comes the rain again. Yeah, I think it does that. I think it's a YouTube privacy thing that they do that for. So I was looking at the payout things for YouTube monetization and stuff. And, you know, it's going to be difficult at first, But I think over time, they did say though that daily vloggers actually have a better chance of getting paid more, and their subscriber count grows faster. So I think by doing that, it might actually help me. I mean, I'm not looking to, make like thousands of dollars every month. I'm not even holding my breath on that. However, I will say I'm only about maybe 100 away from being qualified for the YouTube Partner Program. So, 100 views, public watch hours. So, I think I'm on my way. I just got to make sure I'm pumping out that content, Super Magic Mike. Yep. Yep. Speaking of which, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Besides me saying incredible, have you guys caught on to any of my other little catchphrases that I say? There's one that I do say quite often. Who can name it? It's trivia time. Who knows Zach the Incredible impression the most? What is my other catchphrase that I use a lot? That's one, Mike. What's another one? Ooh, I farted. Ooh, that kind of hurt. There you go, Mike. You got it. I see ADHD stuff. Well, I wouldn't consider that a catchphrase. That would be more of who do I talk about the most in my live streams. That's right, Hectrix. Well, there you go. My ticks, I wouldn't consider those catchphrases, but it is a unique feature to point out. LOL, yeah, when? There you go. When's Kate coming on? Yes, well is one. When do I say yes, well? How? I've never actually caught myself saying that before. There you go. Man, I didn't realize I was sick. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I know I dropped Kate's name a whole lot. If Kate's watching, she's probably in the background blushing. Oh, well. Yep, there you go. Oh, well. Who can write out word for word my intro when I first start? What's the long catchphrase intro that I say? There's a good question. This one's the $1,000,000 question. If Lantern's still watching, if someone names it word for word or along the pattern, because sometimes I don't go in order, it's okay, Carrie. Someone has to know. But someone has to know at least the majority of it. Whoever comes closest to saying it or typing it out, Lampy will donate $9 million. Sort of. You're almost there, Mike. Sort of. Kinda. Think about it. All right, Mike, I'll just give that to you. I'll just give that to you. It's good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, middle class, upper class, high class, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, crocs, gators, friends, foes, adversaries, enemies, mortal enemies, whoever and whatever may be watching. I change it up all the time. But I actually got that from a rapper, an hip hop rapper named Manny Fresh. He was in the hip hop group Big Timers. He did a song called Bring It Back. I think that's what it was. And the intro, he says, ladies and gentlemen, people with jobs, people without jobs, middle class, upper class, high class, all that. Cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, tweakers, I presents to you, Fresh. He was one of my favorite rappers back in the day, so it's a nod and a tribute to him. He's pretty much out of the music industry now, but he was actually more of a music producer. I mean, he did some songs of his own as a solo artist, but he mainly went over to doing music producing. So, but he would as many times as he could, he would do the intro for the songs that he did. Great job, though, Mike. Great job. Lampy, send your $9 million donation straight to Mike. Mike needs his... I don't know if you've ever sent Mike a $9 million super chat donation. That would be so cool, though, if like one of the big celebrities in Hollywood or a big time musician, you know, started watching my channel and just decided, hey, this guy's awesome, you know, but he's you know, he's kind of struggling with monetization and stuff. I think I'll send him a nice big super chat donation or something. You know, that would be awesome. Ah, man. Zach, quit yawning. Let's see. Oh, all messages. There we go. Did I set it to all messages? Didn't I? Okay, good. Good, good. Yes, sir, Walter. Yeah, sorry I haven't answered back your 2 most recent messages, Walter. I got really sidetracked and then I had my errands to run. And I'll just tell you what I remember here. I understand where you're coming from as far as damn right, there's no hope in dope. But I actually was thinking more of a 31 footer because I did test drive a few of them over in the Camping World parking lot, and I had some really sharp turns to make, and I made them perfectly. And then when my test drive was over, my first test drive, I had to pull into one of the spaces there in the parking lot, and I parked it literally perfectly, like not at an angle or anything. And I'm like, wow, I don't even park my car that well. I think what's most intimidating for me is, I get in the driver's seat and I, it just hits me that I'm not just driving a vehicle, I'm driving a home with me, literally. I'm driving a house. But as soon as I get into the seat and I start, driving, all that stuff behind me kind of disappears. Because my driving skills take over. Yeah, the van life. Yeah, I get I stepped into some of those at the RV shows, and I mean I'm not claustrophobic in my car here because I just drive it for a little bit, then I'm out of there. But when I was in looking around some of those things, I got very claustrophobic. And I mean, I would step in, this is when I was not on camera. Well, we already talked about it, Walter. We already have the down payment covered financially, and my dad's going to split the monthly payments with me. So, I'll be right back, guys. Got to go get something to drink. Since I'm not going to have time to eat before I go door dashing, I just grab myself a roller bite without the bread. It does embarrass me, Walter, but I'm not afraid to admit it, though. There's a lot of people out there who are, whose parents are paying for everything still at their middle age and stuff. And You know, they try to cover it up and stuff, and they're like, no, my parents don't pay for anything and stuff, when really their parents are paying everything. I mean, it's embarrassing, but I'm not afraid to admit it, to tell people. If people judge me for it, you know, that's their problem. I knew that was going to come up. Hot. Hot. Guys, it's going to buffer a minute. I'll be right back. There we go. Thank you for the 6 likes. Shout out to those who are still watching. Hold on a minute, guys. Sorry, guys. For those of you guys who were only able to come in real quick and just say hi, I appreciate it. You guys showing up always just makes my day. Even if you're only here for like a minute or so, or a couple seconds, I appreciate you guys coming in at least and checking it out. And I noticed actually that many of you who watch the streams and my channel are not yet subscribed. So if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and check out my content, my live streams. You guys notice, however, I'm sure you guys have noticed, in my vlogs themselves, I keep them very family friendly. But in my lives, the cussing is beyond imaginable. I really don't know why I do that. But, I mean, part of me kind of regrets even starting to go live, because I dropped the F-bomb and stuff like that, and that's not family friendly. So I don't know, guys. It bothers me a bit. I think it's because in my panels and stuff, People like to, well, everybody's vocabulary in my panel, besides very few people, like Carrie for one. There's other people like Larry. Um, hey, no offense taken, Walter. No offense taken. He's 22, works, and oh, that's cool. What, if you don't mind me asking, Walter, what does your son do for a living? I wouldn't really consider it mooching. I just consider it as, I don't really know, but I don't consider it mooching. Believe it or not, a lot of people have actually lost respect for me because of that. But it is also because I have these disabilities, mentality-wise, and it affects, if I have a full-time job and stuff, it affects my attitude on the job, because I do not do well under pressure. I don't know if I ever told you guys that. I do not do well under pressure. And yeah, I am gonna pay them back. Oh yeah, I'm working on it. So I will definitely be paying them back. I'm already paying them back little by little when I DoorDash and stuff. So I really need to start picking up the pace with that too. Where did my vape go? There it is. Yep, exactly. And my roommates, Andy and Dave, they've been actually paying my parents back for what they borrowed from them over the years. My roommates have actually borrowed money from my parents. Hey, Lark, how's it going? Yeah, I just hope, Walter, I just hope that you don't that you haven't lost respect for me, you know? Because I try my very best, I do. Yeah, I know, nothing is free in this world anymore, period. Never has been, really. But I'm not self-entitled. That's the thing, Mike. I don't consider myself self-entitled. And I know there are people that are going to say, oh, you are self-entitled and stuff. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Walter, and I respect your opinion. My thing in life is, if I'm honest about myself and who I am, people will respect me, but they will have certain, you know, irks and disagreements and things that will bother them and stuff. And but I say that only gives me more respect for you, because you're being very honest with me about how you truly feel. And to me, communication is everything. Communication is top key. So, like, if you guys were to hold that, like Walter, if you were to hold that back from me, I would never know that it irked you like that. So, be fully honest with me. That's the qualities I look for also. All right, guys, I will be right back. Is he sleeping out here? What is he doing? Ah, there's Chip. Oh boy. My guys are in there having fun. Oh wow. He can't message me, guys. Sheesh. I owe him an on-air apology. I owe him an on-air apology. I don't think I owe him that. He just wants the satisfaction. Eventually he'll get a private apology. Ain't no public apology happening. Sorry, Kate, I didn't mean to be a name dropper, but I appreciate you letting me know that. That's true friendship right there. John does. He wants a public on-air apology for what I did. Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm going to do a Morton Downey Jr. Response to that. So, I apologize for the one thing I am going to drop. If that man thinks I owe him a public apology, he can go straight to hell. I don't apologize for anything. There you go. You liberal pablum pukers. And incidentally, that's a Morton Downey Jr. saying. Pablum puking liberals. I would not be surprised if Fears started going through messaging people saying, he called me a pablum puking liberal. Because unfortunately, that does sound like him. Not gonna lie. Now that, I'll be honest, when that was written to me, when Kate sent me that, it did get me a little infuriated. But in order to cope with it, I just went into a Morton Downey Jr. saying, where are we driving to? Well, Cave, we just left the dispensary, or the nursery. I was wrong for lying to him. I admit that. I mean, I got some great advice from some people today, saying that when he asked me if I was still streaming, I should have just said, yes, I am, but it's going to keep rolling because I'm doing it for my safety, because I was a little threatened. But the reason I did not do that is because, yeah, I know, Mike, I know. But the reason I didn't tell him is because he had already grabbed my phone twice. And I was so afraid that this time, he would grab it from me, he would turn off the live, and then he might throw my phone or something. That's why I lied to him about that. Because he was so enraged that not only was I concerned for my safety, but I was concerned for my property, my phone. And he was being so unpredictable at that time. He had already taken my phone from me twice. So I did not feel comfortable telling him that, yeah, I am. And unfortunately, I know since Kate sent me that message, which I really appreciate, because you're very communicative with me. And I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, Kate. I just really appreciate the friendship. And the communication is magnificent. As I said, communication is key with me. I'm sure tonight on his live stream, he's going to say, so apparently Kate sent Zach a message saying that I was going around saying he owes me a public apology and stuff. So then, yes, she is. She is. And I appreciate that, Mike. I really do. Oh, yeah. I hear you, Kate. He won't do that, though. I know him. He wouldn't smoke. He wouldn't do gummies or anything. But I'm not going to be surprised if he goes on his stream tonight and says that, you know, Kate's messaging Zach and saying this and saying that, and I never said any of that. You know he's going to jump in and deny everything. But I wish if he did do that, I wish he would just be honest for once, and then he's going to start deciphering that. Be honest for once? I'm always honest or something like that. Some silly little gesture or something. I just wish he would be honest and say, okay, yes, I did say that because I want a public apology. Mike, you really think I should apologize to him in public? I don't think I should. If he and I meet up, we talk things over, I will give him an apology in private, and then we will talk about it, and we may do a live stream together addressing the situation, saying, you know, we squashed it, and I will apologize in public, but I want he and I to suss it out first. I know I brought this on, sort of, kind of. I was half in the wrong, but I want to apologize first to him privately. Then, once we hash it all out, we shake hands and stuff, give each other a big bro hug, then we will go live together and I will apologize to him in front of everybody. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to wait until he gets a hold of me, Carrie. I'm not going to keep pressing him like he did me. That's why I'm saying that's my compromise. If he wants an apology, he's going to have to do it in person or over the phone, in person, privately, and I will not stream this time. I will not stream it this time, but then I will eventually go live with him and I will apologize publicly if we decide that that's what needs to be done. I'm pretty sure he's going to hold his ground on that. I mean, I understand he has a right to think what he wants, and I respect that. Guys, I got to turn off the video and the sound. I'll be right back. I'm still with you guys. I'm still with you. Give me a second. Can you guys hear me? Stupid Tourette's. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Okay, good, good. Yes, sir, we are live. Alright, guys. I know the camera's off. I know. I gotta run another errand real quick. I forgot I had to get my daughter something to drink real quick. That's kind of funny. I went there to drop off a drink to her, only to have a fart in my brain and realize I didn't even get her the drink. Stupid me. Stupid. So now I gotta go back to the... Now I gotta go over to the store, then come back. Ugh. This is stupid. Damn. Phew. Oops. Pardon my French. I said a bad word. Oh, nice. Yax, is he live right now doing a Lantern song? Oh, okay. He's writing one. Okay. I always look forward to Yakov's new songs. I only wish I was as good at the guitar as he is. I really, really do. Oh, nice. How's it going today, Hectrix? Nice. Out Friday, y'all. I wonder if Lantern's even still in the chat. If he's even still watching. Lantern's taking a nap, y'all. Be right back, my friends. Be right back. The old Zach man would have gone to jail if that would have happened. I walked in, grabbed my stuff, realized I had to have a pee break. So I went to the bathroom, came out, scanned my card to pay for the stuff, and then started walking out without entering my PIN number. I didn't get no tall boys, punk rock. Didn't get no tall boys. I don't drink. All right, guys, go on rogue real quick. I'll be right back. It's going to buffer too. Be right back, guys. All right, guys. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. We're back. Sorry about that. So as soon as we get back into my hometown area, I'm gonna stop the live and I'm gonna start door dashing. So I might try to start about a half hour early or so. Either way, I need to make some moolah. I wish I could do DoorDash streams, Punk Rock, but if I try to do that, it's gonna buffer an awful lot because I'm gonna have to stop the live real quick and go in and get the order, and then I'll have to come back out and, you know, restart the live, you know, come back to it, and then I'm gonna end up having to use my maps and stuff. So I cannot have YouTube and my DoorDash app up all at once. But if I could, I would. I'm gonna try to get my well, actually, maybe I could if I brought the laptop with me, but I couldn't then because I wouldn't have internet reception. Maybe I could. I don't know. Have to look it up then. I don't know. Maybe I could. Thank you for the 6 likes. If I haven't already thanked you for 6 likes, thank you again. Shout out to everybody watching. Did you guys have fun with me today? Hope you guys had a good time. Like and subscribe. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Carrie. Absolutely. You know what? I'm going to take the long route home. Or the long route back to my area. Just because I love you guys and I want to hang out with y'all a little bit longer. Yeah, I love taking this route and then turning left at that light just because I love going past Camping World. That just shows you how excited I am for the adventure. Oh, Walter, if you're still watching, I am actually, I mentioned this before, I'm gonna probably get the RV around July or August so that I can practice driving it and get used to it. And then I'm going to get the the hookup trailer for my car, and I'm going to practice driving with my car behind me. That way I'm not just hitting the road blind and not knowing how to drive it, and, you know, me get like maybe halfway out of town and wrecking the thing. So I really want to get some practice in with it. Because I've driven a large U-Haul truck before. As a matter of fact, I drove it a lot because when we moved and stuff, my car was actually in the shop, and I had no way of getting around to where I needed to go. So we had the whole thing posted, or not posted. Sorry, I'm looking at Discord. Fears Man just posted. So I was looking. I was trying to figure out how I was going to get to where I needed to go. Then I realized we had the I think it was actually a 28-footer U-Haul or whatever the largest size is. So I just like drove that around to run my errands. So yeah, I am experienced in driving larger vehicles. Come on. Drop the menu already. There. Yeah, the clouds are nice today. I'm just glad it's not raining anymore. Probably jinx myself, though. A C phlegm. No, not, well, I'm driving back towards home, Carrie. But as soon as I get back towards home, I'm gonna stop somewhere, end the live stream, and grab my DoorDash pizza bag out of the trunk area and start dashing. Man, my sinuses are still backed up a bit. I don't know yet, Carrie. I honestly don't know. Probably after I finish dashing around 9. I just had a Italian sausage roller bite from Circle K when I stopped there earlier. That's what you saw me walking out with, a Pepsi and a roller, Italian sausage roll. Yeah, it'll tie me over till tonight. Thanks. I appreciate that. Ah, man. Jeez. Are you still with me, folks? Those who are still present will say yes. Those who are not present will say no. Yay, Carrie's still here. That's not an answer, Mike. Ooh, farted again. No, it's not. I said yes or no. mm. Actually, I should have said it this way. Those who are present, those who are here will say present. No, I do not talk about you behind your back, Carrie. I don't know where you're hearing that, but I do not talk behind your back. I don't know who's trying to stir something up. So those who are still here say present. Those who are not here will say no. Who's Sean? I don't even know who Sean is. I don't know who he even is. I've never heard of a Sean before. But no, Carrie, I do not say anything behind your back. I don't know who Sean is. I've never seen him before. No, I have no idea who that is, Carrie. Yeah, I don't know who that is. They. What's Sean's screen name? Yes, sir, Lampy. Morning. Yo, what's up, Corey? Never seen you here before, man. How are ya? No, Carrie, I don't know who he is. He's not blocked. I've never heard of him before. And no, Carrie, I do not talk about you behind your back. Absolutely not. Shout out to the chat and the boot. No, I don't think so, because I went to all my Google blocked people. Unless Sean is Banjo, I don't know who he is. I know I still have Banjo blocked. I unblocked BPM. Whoever it is, it's probably just somebody trying to start something. It don't bother me, because I know I don't talk behind your back. I don't even know who he is, Carrie, so I'm not going to worry about it. I don't even know who he is, Carrie, so I'm not lying. Yeah, I know. I bet he is. But I don't know who he is, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Just know I do not talk behind your back. No, I haven't. I've heard John tell stories about you and stuff, but I've never said anything. Thank you. Hey, what's up, 200-pound shrimp? How's it going, man? Yeah, thank you, Kate. Kate can vouch for me. I never said anything rude about you, Carrie. And I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but Fears has said a lot about you. How's it going, my brother? I'm just about to end here in a little bit, but I'm glad you caught some of the show. Glad you caught some of the drive. Yeah, it's a good idea, Carrie. I don't even know why they call it throwing someone under the bus. I really don't know why they call that. Regular Meatball Monday. Ooh, I would die for some meatballs right now. All right, cool. Yeah, it was a nice stream. We did a lot of driving today. Thanks, Walter. Yeah, I don't care if people talk behind my back. Okay, I'll be honest. I've been caught in lies before. Just ask Yakov, ask Kate. I have been caught in lies before, but I've owned up to them. Thank you, Kate. Yep, I sure am. And another thing I talked to my therapist about today was that when I head out in the RV, I'm just going to be doing my sessions live, or not live. I'm going to do my sessions on televisit. Yeah, I am religious. 200-pound shrimp. I am religious. I'm evangelical. That's my denomination. Now I do not go to church because I have not found a church down here yet. My parents have actually been searching for one ever since they arrived here. Yeah, I know DoorDash. I've scheduled myself to start dashing in 30 minutes. I know. I'll be there. Yes, repent is good. No, I'm not a Scientologist, Queers man. I'm not a Scientologist. I mean, to be honest, I don't even fully understand the religion of Scientology. I know a lot of the Hollywood stars are Scientologists. So as I said, I'm a choice of religion for Florida. I remember Eddie Deason telling me about that their headquarters is in Clearwater, because Eddie Deason practiced Scientology for a while. Yeah, I know, right? I can be the next John Travolta. I met him once, and I talked to him twice since then. So, because I also know him through a mutual friend. the gentleman I bought my Hofner bass off of. He was John's stunt double. And I talked to him about maybe 2 years ago through Jude Montoya, my friend. John does not live in the Ocala area anymore, though. Ever since Kelly Preston died, he has just not been able to live in that house anymore, in that mansion with the airport. It's just been too painful for him. I think he owns a house in, oh gosh, where is it? Fort Lauderdale or West Palm or something like that. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so, 200-pound shrimp. Yeah, I would never get into Scientology. That's what I heard. It's like a cult and they brainwash you. So I would never, ever get into Scientology. I'm very content being an evangelical. Even though I was adopted, my family has always been evangelical. I mean, going back to the days of my great-grandmother, well, my adopted family. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The Hubbard's books, they were good, but I don't agree with anything they say. I mean, I'll be honest, I really don't believe in any kind of supernatural manifestation, but there's one place that I really want to stay overnight at next year. It's in St. Francisville, Louisiana. It's called the Myrtles Plantation. Unsolved Mysteries did a segment on the Myrtles Plantation, and it is one of America's most haunted houses. And even skeptics, people who have never believed in ghosts, have been turned into believers. I don't know. I've gone to haunted places before, but I've never once seen any kind of supernatural activity. Yeah, I really don't believe in them. They say, however, never tempt a ghost. So, like, if I went to the Myrtles Plantation and I said, all right, come on, ghost, where are you? You know, come on, show yourselves, come on. They say that at that period in time, you will see a ghost, and it will not be pretty. Hey, Sparkling, how's it going? You like anime? That's cool, anime. Dude, this guy is going slower than the speed limit. Yeah, I'm sort of into anime, not very much though. Tony is very much into the anime scene. He likes Dragon Balls and other things like that. Bree likes Yu-Gi-Oh! But I do know one of the anime voice actors, Vic Mignogna. I know him because I was introduced to him through Eddie Deason and Steve Joyner. I don't know who Anime is. Oh, Anime. I gotcha. I gotcha. Now, it took me a moment. Yeah, I love the mosey trees. And I really love the palm trees around here. You know, I found out something about California. Palm trees can't grow out there. So I feel right at home out there. Every palm tree that California has is trucked in from Florida. So it's like, wow, I'm home. Sailor Moon. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably cocaine. Yeah, coming from Cuba, as JFK pronounced it. The invasion was supposed to set up an uprising in Cuba that would overthrow Fidel. Thank you, Walter. I remember that message you sent me, the voice message. You said, hey, man, I pray that your channel takes off, man. You got great content. Walter, that meant so much to me when you said that. And all of the support I'm getting from everybody is only encouraging me to push on and work harder at it. I mean, I mean, we all have our differences and stuff and our faults and everything. But you know, I mean, look at Yakov. You know, he and I, we get into it a lot. So, well, not an awful lot, but we've had our disagreements and stuff. But, you know, at the end of the day, he really digs my content. And he calls me the vlogging master because I'm able to get it all out real quick. Because I have a set schedule. That's why. I mean, unfortunately, I mean, I feel bad for Fears because, I mean, when he's upset or something, he can't edit. And I'd like to try to help him, you know, be able to cope better with that. Zach for Prez. I wish, but I wasn't born in the States, so unfortunately I can't become president. My campaign slogan would be deliver, don't deceive. Because too many presidents in our history have promised to deliver, but then they've turned around and deceived us. No, I haven't actually. Which is weird. I've never hit a squirrel. I've actually seen wild boars running across the street and stuff. Yeah, I agree. He is. I honestly think he's drunk because he's been driving so darn slow. I mean, right now the speed limit's 40. He's going 32. I know that because I'm car lengths behind him. And I'm looking at my speedometer. Now he's going, yeah, now he's picking it up a bit. He's going 34, 35-ish. But, yeah, I've actually seen some wild boars along the road. People will actually hit them. And they'll be right there alongside the road. Well, I'm going to see where he turns off here. Either way, the road turns into a 2-lane. So either way, I'll be able to get rid of him. The thing is, around here, though, around here, the people that, you know, get drunk and stuff and are driving drunk and everything like that, the cops are never around when you need them the most. Oh, great. That's right. 3-laners are cool. Yeah, that's the turnpike. Well, the turnpike is actually turning into a 4-lane road both ways. Dude, what are you doing? Move. Yeah, that's what the turnpike is. 4 lanes both ways. Because they're constantly doing construction there. You know what? He's on his phone. He's on his freaking phone. He's looking down at it, texting. Idiot. He's just fixing to cause an accident. Yep, that's what he was doing. He was reading and his phone was actually up. I could see his phone in his right hand and he was typing. And he was not even watching the road. He was looking down at his phone. I'm not fraudulent. Wow, I almost said I'm not that fraudulent. Wow. You have a point, you have witnesses. Slam your... Hey, yeah, there's a good point. Get that 4K whiplash payout. Oh, whiplash! Oh, my neck! I'm gonna sue! Nice back massage there, huh? I really wish that I really want to get a bed of nails and lay on it. Shut up. Shut up. Don't you beep. Yeah, it really is. Yo, Visions, what's up, my man? No, not going to commit no auto fraud. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, it could, but I know. Yeah, these things on both sides of the road are golf courses. The Villages is loaded with golf courses. And now we all know where they get the sand for the sand traps. The crematoriums. Dark humor jokes. I don't know. I haven't played golf down here. My parents play every Wednesday and Sunday, and they've seen a lot of gators in the waters. Of course, gators are actually very common around the villages. So, I gotta tell you guys this story, because it's illegal to feed gators in Florida. When Liz was working for Papa John's as a delivery driver, she had to take an order to another development. It wasn't in the villages. It was a retirement community, but it was a trailer park. And she took, excuse me. Damn. She took a pepperoni pizza and a triple chicken pizza. Thank you. And a triple chicken pizza to this gentleman's house. And she said, well, it's just you living here? The man said, yeah, the one pizza's for me, the pepperoni. The triple chicken is for Henry. She's like, oh, is Henry a roommate or something? He's like, no, follow me out back. I'll show you. She walks around with him, and there's a lake behind his house. And he goes, Henry, dinner time. Out comes this, like, I think she said he was a 7-foot gator. And Henry walks right up to the guy, and the guy's like, Henry, dinner time, you ready? And he took 4 slices of pizza. Henry opened his mouth. He tossed the 4 slices into his mouth. The gator swallowed them. I like that one. Then he took the other 4 slices, threw it at him. Gator ate it. Then he picked up the empty pizza box and he goes, that's it, Henry. See you next week. And the gator turned around and just went back into the lake. And I was like, wow. So, just goes to show you, even though it's illegal to feed gators, not all gators are hostile. I think they do, because if you watched Angry Grandpa, there was an episode where he actually was taunting an alligator out back of his house. He was throwing popcorn at it, and the gator like kept trying to get at the popcorn bag. So finally, Angry Grandpa just throws the bag of popcorn over the fence by the lake, and the gator tore it to smithereens. Yeah, Angry Grandma's good too. I see her on Facebook. Angry Grandpa was awesome though. But his son is now doing his show called Kid Behind a Camera. Michael, the fat boy. And every single vlog he does, they talk about how his weight is out of control and his diabetes are terrible. There you go. Yeah, Kidney Behind the Camera. And he talks about how his health is so poor and he needs to watch his diet. And the next thing you know, he shows himself at like Taco Bell or a pizza place, just grabbing all these things and just shoving them down his throat. And then he shows off his house, which is like a mansion, literally. And he has no shame in rubbing it in people's faces how rich he is. And then he even goes and says, if it weren't for Dad, I wouldn't be this rich. I wouldn't own this big house. He never says it about the fans. He said, if it wasn't for me, or actually he says, if it wasn't for me giving Dad the platform, I wouldn't be where I am today. I'm sorry, but, you know, that's just wrong. And yet his sister lives in a trailer that's run down. And she asks him for like $10 to borrow. And he says, I don't have $10. And she's like, yes, you do, Michael. You are filthy rich. And he's like, yeah, but I don't have money to just throw away like that. I'm sorry, but he and his wife have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. The boy's the youngest, Michael Jr., and he's already overweight, and he's saying the F word on camera, and he's only like 3 years old, and he's saying the F word on camera. They don't even take the time to be parents. They're more concerned about the camera lens than they are being parents. Yeah. Oh yeah, Sparkling. Yeah. He says his 3-year-old son says the F word on camera. And they laugh about it. And they're like, say it again, Mikey. Say it again. And not only that, their videos have become extremely scripted. Yeah, it is horrible. And people are they're starting to lose subscribers, and a lot of their former fans are really on their bad side. There we go. Only took you an hour, Lampy. All right, so guys, I hate to do this, but I've really got to get going. I've got 5 minutes till my dash begins, and I still need to stop at home real quick. So I'm going to have to let you guys go for now. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me this entire 2 hours and 30 minutes or so. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification so you'll know when more incredible vlogs and lives are headed your way. And since I couldn't do lives this week, like tonight and stuff, I decided to do them in drive time. So thank you, 200-pound shrimp. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.